Welcome into Sparta, Tennessee, the site of this District 7 AAA baseball matchup between the hosting White County Warriors and the visiting Upperman Bees. I'm Noah McKay on the call here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Today's broadcast presented by Gentry's Power Equipment, your hometown steel dealer. Thrilled to be joined by my broadcast partner, Jacob Vinson. A very nice evening for high school baseball. It is in the mid-50s, breezy left to right across your screen as we are here at Ulysses Culley Senior Field. And a big series in District 7 AAA, they all are. Both these teams looking to get a big start to the series. Sparta at 1-1 in the district, Upperman at 2-0. And on the mound is Trent Wilson. He's been good this year for first-year head coach Philip Hensley, but he's going to face an Upperman lineup that is a new-look Upperman lineup. And for all intents and purposes, Jacob, it's opening day for the Bees. The basketball team is back after winning a state championship on Saturday. They have 2 additions into the lineup today, maybe more to come throughout the week.
Yeah, it is. Like you said, opening day for the Upperman Bees finally have their full strength of guys, but those guys are still probably going to take a couple of weeks to really get into baseball speed, if you will, rather than basketball speed. I mean, they just got done just 2 days ago on Saturday evening, so they really had one day in between, and now being thrown out here on the baseball field. Of course, we'll see Evan Huddleston today and Collier Bush as well, and it'd be interesting to see if we see any other guys instilled into the lineup later on this week. But a newer-looking lineup today for the Upperman Bees with those 2 being instilled into it.
The big lefty Trent Wilson is on the mound for the Warriors. It's the battle of the Wilsons on the mound. Alec Wilson gets the ball for the Bees, and it's time for the tee-up starting lineups for the Bees here, and it is totally different. Leading things off for the first time this season is the right fielder Braden Green. He'll be followed up by Chris Worsing. Batting third, DHing once again today is Justin Fallon. Batting cleanup is Carson Shoup. In the 5 spot is Juju Yano. Carson Holroyd bounces up to the 6th spot. Alec Wilson will bat 7th. Rookie Allison bats 8th with Evan Huddleston in the lineup today. He's in left field. Rounding out the lineup, Collier Bush is the second baseman for the Bees. He's not batting today. Expect him to get into the lineup maybe tomorrow, and if not on Friday at Smith County. Wilson's had a bunch of strikeouts this year. He sets up, and the first pitch of the game is across to Braden Green for strike one. 2 of the most experienced umpires in the entire area. One behind the plate, my favorite zone behind the plate, and another out in the field. As Wilson fires in the 0-1 to Green, that one misses a little bit outside. It's 1-1.
And you mentioned Wilson on the mound, his last outing against DeKalb County in their Monday contest. 7 innings, 5 hits, just 1 run allowed, no walks, and 7 strikeouts.
The 1-1 coming to Braden Green, sends this one fouled back, and quickly 1-2. Catching the balls and strikes today behind the dish is Will Thomas. Mentioned Philip Hensley in his first season at the helm in Sparta. He likes his team, but they're just 3-5. Dropped a couple with York to open the season. Split last week's series with DeKalb County. As that one bounces in, Wilson was on the mound on Monday, a victory for them. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Braden Green. Big opportunity for Green as he heads to the top of the order for the Bees. Comes the 2-2. He swings and sends this one up into center field, and that is a misread. It will get down for Braden Green and rolls all the way to the fence. Green rounding second, looking for 3. Here comes the throw in from center. Green slides in. Good tag, but not in time. It is a leadoff triple for Braden Green, and the Bees in business. For now, this is why Coach Shanks made the order the way he has. Chris Worsing and Justin Fallon trying to do some significant damage.
Yeah, he's really trying to find a leadoff batter right now. Obviously, Justin Fallon is your normal leadoff batter, but he's also your most powerful hitter, so you'd love to have him be able out there to drive in some runs. Braden Green takes advantage of the opportunity.
First pitch swinging for Worsing as he sends it foul, and it's just the second triple of the year for the Bees, the first for Green, whose batting average is up over 333. Upperman's been hitting the cover off the baseball. 2-2 week last week as Worsing rolls this one over towards short. Fielded cleanly. The throw to first is in time, but it's a productive out as Chris Worsing makes it 1-0 Bees on the RBI.
Yeah, good job by Worsing doing exactly what he needs to do. It is the out, but it scores the run, and the Bees strike first. And for the Bees, the offense hasn't been the issue these first couple of weeks of the season, and really these last couple of weeks of the season. On Saturday, they just couldn't get outs.
Yep, double-digit hits in 4 straight for Upperman. They fell in both games against 4A opponents on Saturday, but scored a lot of runs as the first pitch into Fallon is across for strike 1 from Wilson. And they feel like with Huddleston in the field, Bush in the field, a lot of their error issues are going to be mitigated a little bit moving forward. Here comes the 0-1 to the Tech signee. That one bounces in. It'll be 1-1. Sparta in the field today. Mentioned behind the dish is Will Thomas. Over at first is Griffin Adams. The third baseman's Cole Gentry. In the middle infield, Austin Pianki's at second. The shortstop is Gage Walker as Fallon rips this one foul, and it's 1-2. Kaysen Seals in right, Eli Smith in left, and the center fielder is Caden Siebers. Trent Wilson not being hit for, obviously out there on the mound. Here comes the 1-2. That one misses up, and we even up the count at 2-2. One out here. We're in the bottom or top of the first inning, rather. The Bees lead 1-0 on the RBI from Chris Worsing after the leadoff triple for Braden Green. Here comes the this one ripped over from Fallon in the left field, and 2 base hits already for the Bees. Justin Fallon takes a jog down in the first. He's really ramping up. They expect to have him back in center. Obviously, that will help the defense a lot to have the biggest range maybe in the entire classification back in that center field spot.
Yeah, word is that they're going to try to throw him out there possibly tomorrow for a couple of innings, kind of see how he's feeling out there tomorrow when they're back in Baxter against this White County team in Game 2. And then maybe he's back out there in his normal starting spot coming up Friday at Smith County.
First pitch swinging for Carson Shoup. This one set up into the infield, ranging to his left to make the catch. Austin Pianki, no problem there for the second out of the inning. It'll bring up Juju Yano, the shortstop, will stride in.
Wind blowing out a little bit here, kind of blowing off from our back left, so blowing out towards that right field foul pole. So should be helping the hitters a little bit if they can get it up in the air.
I know we got that buzz in our ears. We'll try and figure it out here in a moment, as that's a big swing and a miss on that one. That'll be 0-1. Fallon, as that one is across, a nice breaking ball from Wilson. And for him, he's just trying to mitigate the damage. One run across, that won't kill you. You know you have to score more than one to win. He's ahead 0-2 of Juju Yano. Under the stretch, the lefty delivers home, and that one's foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3. And that will retire the side. The Bees bring one across in the first. Sparta will look to answer with their first set of ABs when we come back. This is high school baseball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the sponsor of Ball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer with a huge selection of outdoor power equipment including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
1-0 Bees as we head to the bottom of the first, and big Alec Wilson gets the ball here for Wes Shanks. He's been really, really good. Now in his 4th start of the season, he's got a 2-1 overall record, a 1.42 ERA. In those 3 starts so far, 2 complete games, 1 shutout, 19 2/3 innings pitched. Alec Wilson, last year, or his last 3 years, a pitch-to-contact guy. Not this year, a strikeout guy. 30 punch-outs, 7 walks. He's allowed 7 runs, but only 4 of them earned on 15 hits. He works quick. He works efficiently. He has been the best pitcher for the Bees to open up this season.
Yeah, he's been really solid, and you talked about it. He normally had been a pitch-to-contact type of guy, but not this year. He's, 30 strikeouts already on the season, 2 outings of 12 strikeouts apiece, and that's what he did last week in their first district contest against Stowe Memorial. So we'll see if he can keep it going here on the road.
We've got that annoying buzzing a little bit less right now, so hopefully that continues to tick in that direction as the first pitch is across for strike 1. We'll give you the lineup here for Sparta. Gage Walker leads it off after this pitch. Wilson with the 0-1. This one swung on and fouled right towards a truck, and it dodged it. It's safely down. Kaysen Seal bats second. He'll be followed by Austin Pianki. Cole Gentry bats 4th. Eli Smith in the 5 spot. Griffin Adams will bat 6th. Wilson with the 0-2. Let's do it again. And now more cars are in danger. That's why you park behind the pavilion in Sparta. Batting 7th is Will Thomas. Batting 8th is Caden Siebers. And batting 9th is Colt Norris. Rookie Allison catches the balls and strikes, gives the sign. Here comes the 0-2 again. A good battle developing. Gage Walker has been down 0-2. He's fouling off some good pitches.
Yeah, the lefty trying to get aboard to get a base runner on here for White County. Again, this is a White County team. You mentioned it, 3-5 on the year, but the Bees, 4-7 to start this season as well after a couple of losses over the weekend.
Here comes the 0-2 breaking ball. Didn't get the call. Well, Allison started to hop up and throw down to be 1-2. And for Upperman, they were 1-5. Then they won 3 straight to get to 4-5, and then lost the 2 on Saturday as that one bounces in. And Walker, after fouling off those good pitches, he's back in the count at 2-2.
Yeah, a couple of good AB here by Walker. Like you said, fouling off a few in a row, now trying to work a good one over the plate.
Wilson fires in. This one swung on, set into left, and it's early action in left for Evan Huddleston. And he will fire in, hit a huge 3 in the state championship game on Saturday. He records the easy out there, and Upperman glad to say that's an easy out. It has been an adventure in the outfield, but much more comfortable today with Green in right, Holroyd in center, and Huddleston in left.
And obviously that's still going to change later this week as Justin Fallon gets back out there, possibly into center field. Collier Bush possibly into right as well.
Breaking ball is in for strike 1, and yeah, and certainly Holroyd in center has been really solid. Green is comfortable out there in right. It just, everybody's a little bit more natural for the Bees as the 0-1 from Wilson fired in. That one misses a little bit outside to Kaysen Seal at the plate. Bees lead 1-0 here, bottom first.
Obviously you could see Holroyd just push over to right field with Justin Fallon coming back in.
1-1, misses low, 2-1.
And that's been the struggle for the Bees early on this season, has really been the outfield. The infield has been all right. It's been a little bit shaky at times, but that's to be expected. It's been the outfield where they've really struggled.
2-1, that one misses. 3-1 hitters count now to Kaysen Seal. Austin Pianchi waiting on deck in the field today for the Bees in the infield. Carson Shoops at first, Chris Worsing's at third. The shortstops Juju Yano, Collier Bush at second. Big swing and a miss, and now we've got our first full count at 3-2.
Tried to challenge him with the fastball, goes a little bit up in the zone and swings right underneath it.
This was a very young Sparta team a year ago. A little bit more experience as the payoff pitch is fired in, misses a tick outside, ball 4. And Kaysen Seal will head down to first. They feel like they're better than their record has indicated so far, really similarly to the Bees. And until somebody knocks them off, Upperman is the top dog in this district, so Sparta trying to send a statement in this series that they're among that upper echelon this year.
Yeah, and obviously, like you said, they split with DeKalb County last week, winning that first game with Wilson on the mound, falling in the second one. And they've played a good amount of out-of-state opponents as well.
Austin Pianchi sees ball 1, and for Wilson, he's a little bit outside right now. And yeah, this is Eli Smith is actually at the plate, and that's, I believe, what Wes Shanks is going up to. We had a different lineup introduced than the one that we got.
Yeah.
And I believe than the one that he's got. So Eli Smith is at the home plate right now.
And it should be
Austin Pianchi's, who we saw at third in the lineup that we got. And the only one that matters is the one that the home plate umpire has.
right.
So let's see, because we were all confused here. Petey was confused. He keeps the stats to our left. Certainly we were, because it's different than the one Jacob got before the game. So let's see.
So
We're just going to edit as we go.
Yeah, I was going to say, the one the home plate
it's
umpire
fine.
has must be the
that's
correct
only
one.
that matters. I'm not saying we have the right one, as Eli Smith will climb in. He's batting third. So scratch the lineup I told you earlier. We're going to learn it as we go. Smith pops a bunt down. Worsing fields it on a hop. Will throw down to first in time for out number 1. Then a throw from Shoop over to Yano. Can't quite be grabbed. A nice play by Chris Worsing, the utility infielder and outfielder for this team for out number 1. The runner moves over on the sac bunt.
Yeah, that's a good job getting the runner over. Now 2 outs
number 2
in the inning. But yeah, it's
Sorry.
You mentioned it. They were bringing the lineup out. And I said, yeah, this is a little bit different than the one I just got a picture of about 20 minutes ago.
Well, we were right on this one. Cole Gentry
Okay.
is in the cleanup spot. He climbs in here. And a throw behind, a fake throw for Wilson. And this is the fake error as everyone dives off. And maybe that's a little more effective this year with how Upperman's been in the field than in years past. 2 outs, runner at second. Trying to tie the game. There's that big breaking ball. Doesn't quite fall off the table. It's 1-0 for Wilson. Be in the mid-80s with the fastball, and he rips that curveball off of it. When he's throwing really well, that curveball is really his best pitch. Brings the fastball outside, 2-0.
And that's what's really been lethal for him. Like you said, he's been able to place the fastball well enough, but has really gone to that breaking ball, and he's got a little bit of an off-speed pitch he can mix in there as well.
2-0. That one's across at the knees for a strike to Cole Gentry. Started out with a fly out, then a walk, sacrifice bunt, moved the runner over, and now Cole Gentry at home plate trying to extend the inning and maybe tie the game. Heck, you love to take the lead. 2-1, big swing and a miss as the throw goes behind the runner. Tag not quite in time. The hat popped off of Alec Wilson and reared back on that one. It's 2-2.
That's when you know he's throwing it hard.
First innings have not been kind to the Bees this year. Getting outscored 17-9. 2-2 coming home from Wilson. Fastball there, cold, strike 3. A Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout for the senior Carson Newman signee as he strands the runner in scoring position. We'll head to the second. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Holroyd, Wilson, and Allison do up for the Bees. They lead 1-0. Trent Wilson back to work on the mound for Sparta. I'm Noah McKay. That's Jacob Benson. Happy to be along with you as the first pitch from Wilson misses outside for ball 1. Top of the second, the Bees lead 1-0 on the RBI from Chris Worsing. As Wilson fires in this one, Holroyd rips it over. And how about Carson Holroyd moving up this lineup? He's earned it. He's up to 375 on the campaign through 10 games. He's got 9 hits, 3 RBIs. He's worked 7 walks as well. He's been a really solid bat for this Upperman squad. And they're looking for that to continue as it's a 1-1 count. Wilson looking to get that strikeout stuff working. Fires that one across. He ended the first with a punch out. Love to start the second with one as it's a 1-2 count to Holroyd.
And Holroyd's been a lot better this season and being selective with the pitches that he's swinging at, trying to do something good with them.
1-2 breaking ball, close but no cigar. 2-2. And we think we've got the new lineup, so we're going to get it figured out for Sparta. Here comes the 2-2. That one, Holroyd slaps foul, and one hops into a tailgate, but not a windshield. We're okay.
I'm really glad a big truck parked to the right of me.
So you
kind
did
of set
all
a
that.
Screen.
You did all that about you want to park the cool kids over there. Well, the lame ones are over there with me. As Holroyd waves and misses at the fastball from Wilson for punch-out number 1 of the inning.
You know, Rusty and I came here last year, and we parked right there where the bus is, and that was a real big issue.
Alec Wilson going to slide in here, trying to help his own cause as Trent Wilson appears to be settling in. Little ambush from Braden Green as he ripped a triple, and then one pitch later, And it's a 1-0 game. Since then, Trent Wilson's been pretty good.
Well, and you said it too on greens. It was just misread out there in center field. If he gets a better read on it and goes back initially, it might not turn into a triple.
And that is a healthy cut from Alec Wilson up into center field and ranging back to make the catch. That time, a great read in center. No problem for Siebers for out number 2.
But yeah, I thought I parked far enough away, but I guess not.
Rookie Allison will climb in here. He's looking to break the slump. Betting 200 on the campaign. Sliding down the lineup a little bit, trying to settle in. Evan Huddleston on deck as the first pitch is swung on for Allison. More work potentially in center. Under it, ranging up and making the catch. That is a quick 1-2-3 inning for Trent Wilson and the Sparta defense. They'll look to tie or take the lead when we come back. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. 1-0 Upperman leads. 5-6-7 due up for the White County Warriors. Here's their actual lineup today. Gage Walker led them off, followed by Austin Pianki. Eli Smith bats third. Cole Gentry bats fourth. Batting fifth is Griffin Adams. He'll lead off this inning. Kaysen Seal batting sixth. Will Thomas batting seventh. Caden Siebers batting eighth. And Colt Norris batting ninth. We got no clue how the lineups got mixed up. We got a picture. It was wrong. We think this is right.
I promise I got it from Coach Hensley.
But I am looking at Griffin Adams, who is on deck for Sparta. And both pitchers appear to be settling in here after a explosive start for the Bees offensively. Trent Wilson has really settled in through two. Alec Wilson looking to do the same after retiring the last batter of the first inning on a punch-out.
Yeah, and I don't know if we'll get as efficient as we saw from both Alec Wilson and Juju Yano last week against Stone Memorial in terms of how many strikes they threw, but definitely trying to get a little bit more around the zone, work these counts a little better for Wilson on the mound, and obviously the batters for White County are going to try to poke them out there a little bit more.
And I think Wes Shanks and Coach Hensley are kind of discussing how that lineup got changed around, and Coach Hensley gives a little shrug and says the home plate umpire got it. I'd love to know what happened at this ballpark as Wilson's first pitch is across at the knees for strike one. He's starting to pound that kind of lower quadrant of the zone with the fastball. The breaking ball hasn't been there yet. He'll look to find it. 0-1. Now he rears back and misses outside. 1-1.
And I went and got the lineup about 5 o'clock, so it was only about 30 minutes before first pitch.
But again, it was before the meeting. There's the 1-1. That one misses. The real question is, how did Wes Shanks get the wrong one?
Right, yeah, because they trade him
Us
at home
getting the
plate.
wrong one, I get it. 2-1 from Wilson here to Griffin Adams. Sparta's offense has popped to life sometimes, and they've had a few down games. It's kind of really depending on the matchup. As it's 3-1 here. Wilson been in behind in more counts already today than he was last week in the entire game at Stone. Here comes the 3-1. That one fouled back.
Ooh,
Just over the school bus. Every time a foul ball goes out, the net is really low here. We all just kind of look and wait to see Who's the lucky one that needs a new windshield?
Yeah, this net's not really doing a whole
The
lot.
3-2. This one's chopped over. Going to be a tough play. Long way for Yano to go. Fields it cleanly. Throw is offline. It's an error, and the runner's going to take off and pull into second. That would have been a really tough play for Yano. It's going to be a hit and then an error, allowing the runner to move over.
So nice job advancing and running hard the whole way, able to get up to second base, and now you've already got a runner in scoring position. You don't have to manufacture and move him over, and a chance to bring him home for Case and Seal.
Yeah, that's one where Yano was right to make the throw. It was just offline, and he probably is safe anyway. Why it's a single for Griffin Adams. And now Sparta's lower half of the order will try and jumpstart something here with a margin for error. Nobody out. Runner at second. Here in the second as Wilson high leg kick and turns back to hold the runner.
Well, I know I'm looking forward to 8 o'clock tonight.
Oh, baby. It's good.
The cinematic highlight video coming out.
Bunt shown. This one's popped up into the air and out of here. Be 0-1. Cinematic highlight reel from Upperman on Saturday, winning the Class 3A state championship game. I have seen it. Goose did it again.
7 minutes and 40 seconds long, I
It's
think.
sensational. Maybe the longest one is, I don't, the Macon County
Macon
football
County one was
but
pretty long
was
as
it
well.
8 minutes, something
Think
like
so.
that? But he brought out the big guns for
Yeah.
it. I don't care who you're a fan of. You're going to enjoy it. Well, maybe not. The Bees evoke a real emotion out of some people as that one's fouled on a play 0-2.
He's out covering Cumberland County Stone Memorial tonight.
You got to tell my guy Goose if you're moving game times up, all right?
Yeah. Coaches,
Don't do it to
please.
us. But the Goose,
well,
he deserves
I mean,
it.
We would
prefer it.
appreciate it as well.
But Goose, come on. He works too hard. As the 0-2, blocked up by Allison. A little bit low. It's 1-2.
And he went out to Cumberland County and then found out that they had started at 4:30 rather than 5:30.
Got to help my guy Goose out. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball waved out and missed. It's Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. Second of the day for Alec Wilson. And now this is where Sparta, that margin for error starts to shrink a little bit with that runner at second. You'd love to tie the game right here with Will Thomas.
And that's a good sign for Alec Wilson, who struggled finding the strike zone a little bit in that last inning here to start this one, and now able to get that first Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout.
And now he's back dialed in as that one's a strike. And we're really, this is kind of the standard Alec Wilson said. He's at 29 pitches, 17 strikes. It's not a bad ratio at all.
No.
The 0-1 waved at and missed, and look out. It's 0-2. Will Thomas trying to battle in here.
Yeah, once he starts getting in that groove, just kind of starts throwing downhill and rolling.
Look back, Wilson slides, steps, and deals. As the wind begins to gust, I'm sure you can hear it on the headset. 1-2.
Hopefully these bleachers stay together.
Back in the press box tomorrow in Baxter. Game 2 between these two squads. We'll have the action for you. It's 1-2. This one's fouled back and again over the school bus.
I don't
Safe.
know how that missed the bus.
Safe. 1-2. Yeah, Jacob and I are going to be together this week because Gordonsville softball's off. He's going to get to watch a lot of Kaylee Plumley this year. Wilson with a 1-2. This one again fouled up and out of play. And will one hop into the grass. Safe. Only one ball so far has caught a car, and it was into a tailgate. So we're doing all right.
As long as it doesn't catch any windows.
Amen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second. 1 out. Bottom of the second. Bees lead 1-0. Wilson kicks and deals. A breaking ball. That is sick. Allison going to look the runner back to second. Throw is off the bag, but Shoop able to tag it in time. And it is another Thompson Machinery in the Cat Rental Store strikeout for Alec Wilson, who's starting to deal.
Yeah, and a good job by Carson Shoop there. Obviously, rookie Allison wants to make sure that a runner at second base doesn't advance, so he makes it a little bit quicker throw down to first than normal on those drop thirds. And Shoop, who's not normally over at first base, normally at third base, able to make a nice grab on it.
Carson Shoop's almost fit for that first base spot, but Alec Wilson's such a good first baseman that he's over in that third spot. As the first pitch is across for a strike to Caden Siebers, and this is, you had that leadoff single, turns into a runner at second with nobody out. Now 2 outs in a row. Sparta looking to capitalize here. As Wilson looks back, the 0-1. This one fouled back, and he's ahead again, 0-2.
Oh, and the way that Shoop's been filming it over at third base to start this season, he's been really impressive with some of his play.
Yeah, the mistakes in the field have not been in that third base spot for Carson Shoop for the most part. Here comes the 0-2 from Wilson. Called strike three. 3 straight Thompson Machinery and the Cat Rental Store strikeouts for Alec Wilson. It's his 4th and his last 5th batters faced, and we will head to the 3rd in a 1-0 ball game. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Back to the action here in the heart of Sparta. That was a good intro from break. I was really good on Saturday. I think I got all my good commentary out for a couple weeks. That was a tough one.
We go from, obviously we've been doing baseball for a little bit, but we go from state championship broadcast to second week of district play baseball season. It's a little bit different.
It isn't.
Animal.
It is.
Yeah.
We're going to be stumbling a little bit. Give us a week. We'll be all right. Evan Huddleston, his first AB of the year. He'll climb in here, the senior. First pitch is across, misses the ball.
Sorry.
Huddleston graded Worsing to up.
So off guard.
Yeah, that was. I'm usually pretty good about coming back from break. That was a tough one. The 1-0. Huddleston sends this one foul. And one hops.
Right over my car.
Over a car.
My car.
And it was your car specifically. Safe. 1-1 here to Huddleston. Saturday afternoon, I said, hey, can you catch? He said, yeah. I said, you're playing Monday, buddy.
Yeah.
Have fun. Here comes the 1-1. He swings at this one, chops it over. Second baseman to it in time. No problem for the throw to first for out number 1. And both pitchers have really settled in nicely. Both Wilsons working efficiently through these lineups. It flips over, second time through for the Bees.
Yeah, I mentioned Trent Wilson last time he threw against DeKalb County. Just the 5 hits and only 1 run allowed, no walks and 7 strikeouts. Very clean outing. He went all 7 innings, and he only had 85 pitches in the outing.
Yeah, he's been really good. His strikeout stuff's really been working. And in Sparta's wins, he's been out there for the most part, at least in some way, shape, or form, as the first pitch is across to Braden Green, who ripped a triple into the center field fence in his first AB. First pitch across for strike 1. Chris Worsing behind him, and Green's in this spot for one reason, trying to set the table for Worsing and Fallon, who have moved up a spot each. Now he shows bunt, will get it down, and it will spin to the left into foul territory for strike number 2.
I kind of like that from Braden Green. Obviously, you ripped one out into center field already. You've seen a strike come across, trying to catch that third baseman off guard, get a base runner aboard. He's got enough speed to get down there and just couldn't quite get it fair enough up that line.
1-0 Upperman. They got that run on the second AB of the game. Since then, a stalemate. These two pitchers throwing really well. The Monday starters for a reason for their respective squads. The 0-2 to Green. That one misses a little bit out. Really the first maybe overthrow of the day for Wilson on the mound.
And it was really, I mean, the run only happened but because of the misplay out in center field, probably wouldn't have been a triple if that were the case.
Yeah, it's a hit, but not a triple.
Yeah,
as that one bounces behind and Green's back in it at 2-2. Chris Worsing's on deck. He had the RBI, and then Fallon in the hole behind him. Wilson would much rather see Justin Fallon to lead off the 4th instead of here in the 3rd.
Same with Chris Worsing, but obviously that's not going to happen.
You're not kidding. Here comes the 2-2. That one misses a little bit up. And I really like how Thomas behind the plate approaches it. The frames have got a little bit out of control, and he's just holding it there, giving the extra tick. Leave it out there. Here comes a 3-2 payoff pitch home. Swung on. Let's do it again as it is back and safe. If you've never been to the park here in Sparta, the
Pearson
cars
Park
are just lining all the way around. So when I say safe, it means the windshields are safe. Another 3-2 payoff pitch coming home. This one is ripped into right field. Well struck, angling back. Good by baseball. Braden Green rips it over the right field fence. It's the first home run of the season for the Upperman Bees.
Well, we talked about it before. Braden Green had hit one in a JV game one time. That ball absolutely hammered off the bat, and mentioned it. Wind blown out just a little bit. I don't think the wind needed to help that one. That ball was hammered out to right field.
Yeah, he's got pop in that bat, and he shows it there into the woods behind the right field fence, and it's 2-0 Bees. And from 0-2 to 3-2, he got the high fastball and sent it on a ride.
Yeah, that's a really good AP from Braden Green. He able to foul off a couple of pitches, finally got one over the plate, and sends it on a ride.
Chris Worston climbs in. He had an RBI in his first appearance. That was his 6th of the campaign for Green. It's his 5th RBI, and the best one for him, I'm sure, of the year. Is the first pitch into Worston. Misses up for Wilson. Just a solo. It's 2-0. Trying to settle back in there on the bump.
Tell you what, I bet Coach Shanks is feeling really good about putting Braden Green in that leadoff spot, though.
A triple and a home run. The two hardest parts of the cycle he's gotten.
The single and the double next.
The 1-0. That one across. Worsing says, oh no. Behind the dish says, nope, strike. 1-1. Yeah, that was the one. Green has just been working his way up and up the lineup. Started at the bottom as Worsing sends this one way up into the air, angling backwards, and a nice job adjusting to it with the wind blowing around up there for out number 2 in center. That's nicely done by Caden Siebers.
Yeah, kind of that outside in swing, so it kind of puts that cut spin on it. And then kind of fading to the right, and center fielder doing a nice job in Siebers to get underneath it and make a nice grab.
Justin Fallon will climb in here, and people thought the home run ball would be back on for the Bees from him. Yeah. Braden Green hits the first home run of the season for him. And the first pitch misses low from Wilson. It's 1-0.
Well, and this is usually a Bees lineup where you've got a few home run hitters. Obviously, last few years, Eli Huddleston, Caden Shanks, Justin Fallon has been a part of that as well.
The 1-0 check swing. No appeal. It'll be 2-0.
And so you're starting to look at the lineup this year, and you're kind of wondering, okay, where is that deep power going to come from outside of Fallon?
They feel like, obviously, Green, Shoop in that cleanup spot. He's got some pop in it as that one's across for a strike, 2-1. Worsing probably going to get there, just not quite with that pop yet.
Heck, the amount of singles he hits, you might want to put him in the leadoff spot.
2-1. That one bounces in, 3-1, and you imagine, we'll see, Fallon returns to that leadoff spot eventually. He's done so much damage because of his speed. They're not really leaning on that element right now as he returns from the hamstring. Wilson with a 3-1 to Fallon. He chops this one over. It's a fair ball, and it hit the backside of the third base bag. Fallon will round one. He's heading into second. The throw comes in, not in time, and it is a double for Justin Fallon, a tee-up double.
Yeah, not a whole lot third baseman can do over there. It gets to the bag and then kind of skips off that backside of the bag, so it catapults down the line. And so Justin Fallon able to safely make it up to second base. And again, kind of watching him to see how hard he's going to be running around there. Didn't have to that time as it got down the line in kind of no man's land. So he was just able to cruise in there to second base.
I haven't seen that happen in a long time. Off the backside of the
Perfectly
bag.
catches it.
And then spin back as Carson Shoop climbs in for Trent Wilson. Important moments here. 2 outs. You got a runner at second, down 2-0. Alec Wilson has not allowed very many runs this season. In fact, he's at just 4 earned runs in his 3+ starts so far.
And a couple of those came against Blackman.
Yeah, exactly. Here comes the 1-0 to Shoop. Misses outside, 2-0, with Yano looming on deck.
And of course, he was able to settle in that Blackman game afterwards.
Wilson, he's thrown good stuff. Just a tough lineup right now as that one bounces in. The Bees have been hitting it so well the past week. Double-digit hits in 4 straight. They have 4 so far today.
Obviously, a couple of wins already against Stone Memorial, so 2-0 in district play. And
this is a good job by Will Thomas.
Yeah.
Go out and have a word. You just need one pitch. You need 1 out, get back into your dugout, and you're fine at 2-0. Still a lot of baseball to be played this evening.
And obviously, Carson Shoop, I would imagine he's going to be watching one. Especially with 2 outs. You don't want to ground into anything.
Quick step, and he's not going to be watching.
Okay.
He went hacking at that one and fouls it off. And it's 3-1. My apologies. I said 2-0. It's 3-0. And now 3-1. Base is empty over at first. Fallon's at second. Yano's on deck. Shoop at the plate. Trent Wilson out of the stretch with a look back. Fires this one in. It's chopped over. Shortstop with a long way to get to it. Fields it. Throw to first in time for the out. A tremendous throw and play by Gage Walker to retire the side, but Braden Green's solo home run pushes it to 2-0. Sparta looking for the answer when we come back. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Good game developing here in District 7 AAA. 2-0 Bees. Braden Green puts one into the woods with a solo home run. Sparta looking for an answer. It's 9-1-2, due up. Same thing we just saw for the Upperman offense. Colton Norris, Gage Walker, and Austin Pianki due up here against Alec Wilson, who has started to rev it up. 4 punch-outs in the last 5 batters faced. He already has 2 double-digit strikeout games of the season. He had 6 more in his other start. Now he's up to 34 through 22 innings pitched. Score update. Stone Memorial leads Cumberland County 3-0 in the top of the 7th. And that rivalry series, which means that Livingston and DeKalb County are playing each other tonight. We'll let you know if we get a score on that one as well. Right now it's the Bees at 2-0 leading the pack, as we've seen for several years now, trying to go for 4 straight district titles this year.
Be impressive.
First pitch from Alec Wilson misses low. Here to Colton Norris, the DH today. That one's ripped over into foul territory, and everybody's safe, I believe, on that one.
Just into the field house.
That can withstand it.
Yeah.
A 1-1, and there's that breaking ball across 1-2. Gets a big exclamation from his mom and sister. I don't know what, there's an inside joke there somewhere. Here comes the 1-2 from Alec Wilson. And he got him chasing the high cheese. Another Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout. This young man is dealing. That's 5 punch-outs in his last 6 batters faced.
He's found the groove, I'd say, especially after a little bit of a slow start for his standards. Has really settled in nicely, been able to place the breaking ball. And I like changing the eye level there as well. Goes to that high fastball, changing the eye level up in the zone and gets him to chase it.
So tomorrow we're going to do the Braves Radio Network thing where we bounce back and forth between play-by-play as the first pitch bounces into Walker. But today,
I'm not moving.
And I'm going to die if I go to the top row of those bleachers and fall back. So I'm just going to stick around as the 1-0. This one's ripped over into right. Green can't find it against the setting sun, and that will be down into the fence. Extra bases for Walker. He's thinking about 3. Here comes the throw in. It's cut off, and this is going to be a stand-up triple for Gage Walker. It was at Green. Would have been tough to catch it anyway, but the sun right in his eyes said no, and it is the Warriors back in business here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, it's kind of nightmarish if you're the Bees, because that's exactly what you struggled with on Saturday was the sun and not being able to find the baseball. And obviously kind of the setting sun right now, so again, it is directly into the eyes of the right fielder and Braden Green, who was out there.
First pitch to Pianki is that big breaking ball across for strike 1 as Wilson tries to limit the damage. 1 out, runner at 3rd. This is a big AB. They had a runner at 2nd with nobody out in the last inning, couldn't do anything with it. Is that one? I thought that was more of a strike than the first one. It's 1-1.
Same spot. Also, I'm looking through about a 4-inch screen.
Yeah,
but
that's the 1-1. Misses outside. I'm also off center. Baxter, we're right behind home plate today. I'm a little off center and low, so he's much more qualified to tell us where that was behind the plate. Here comes the 2-1. Fastball waved at and missed. 2-2. And Wilson knows he's very experienced. He needs a punch out here. Bianchi knows it as well. Big pitch coming in this ball game right here. 2-2 coming home. Breaking ball blocked up by rookie Allison and rerun full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Eli Smith, one of the best hitters in the Upper Cumberland, looming on deck.
It's a really good block by rookie Allison. It's a pretty big backstop here at White County. Does have the padding back here on this back wall as well.
Yeah, probably the second biggest backstop in the district here in Sparta. Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on and sent out of here, and we will watch. This one's
That's
right at
not
a car. Right at Jacob's car.
It's short of it. We're good.
And safe.
Died in the grass. I really thought I picked a good spot.
He was bragging about that spot.
I was way too confident in it, apparently.
Now time going to be called behind home plate. This is a battle. Bianchi against Alec Wilson. And Wilson, look, he's not leaving the rubber.
He's going to go right
as
into his
soon
motion.
as he gets the go sign, he's going. There he goes. The 3-2 payoff pitch. Fastball, strike 3. A Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout, a big one for Alec Wilson. And another backwards K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 punch-outs through 2 2/3 innings for Alec Wilson.
And again, after the start that he had, you said it, he has really settled in nicely. Obviously, the big hit there at the top of the lineup, but then able to bounce right back.
Eli Smith, he can do some significant damage as the first pitch catches the outside corner with a fastball, 0-1. This young man is really good. And the 3 spot today for Coach Hensley. The 0-1 fastball right back to the spot. He's thrown 3 straight pitches on that corner, and it's 0-2. What will the senior do here? Runner at third after the triple. Second triple of the game, 1 for each team. The 0-2 fastball, and Smith this time takes a healthy cut at it. Just safe over the hood of the red Chevrolet.
It's been impressive that nothing has actually made contact yet except for 1.
Here comes the 0-2. Swung on. This one gets away from Allison. Going to be a close play. Runner's not coming home, however, so it will be a strikeout. And then reaching over to first on the, we wait on Petey, on the wild pitch. As I drop my pencil. So it is another punch out, and the inning continues. Probably smart to not head home from third. It would have been a closer play there than at first. Runners at the corners for the cleanup batter, Cole Gentry.
Yeah, so it kind of works out for the Bees. You don't allow the run, and now you bring the force out at first or second in.
So now 3 strikeouts in the inning, and we keep playing. And Cole Gentry can tie the game with 1 swing. He take the lead with a big one, and he'll try to here as he sends it up into foul territory. No chance for Green in right. It's 0-1.
That'd be something to have 4 strikeouts in the inning, but possible here.
It's happened before.
I guess technically you could have an unlimited
80,
amount.
You can have 80 of them if you can't field.
At some point, like maybe a run rule.
If everyone gets thrown out besides the catcher and the pitcher,
yeah,
you could run it up. The 0-1 from Wilson, a fastball. He's pounding that outside corner, 0-2.
Yeah, he's really found the sweet spot on that corner, and the White County batters aren't too intent on trying to poke it out there.
Can't do much with it, but you can put it on the ground, maybe into right if you get a good swing. Here comes the 0-2. Runner takes off from first. Allison will not throw down. It'll be a stolen base for Smith. 2 in scoring position. Pitch misses. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and that's a smart decision by rookie Allison. You don't need it. You've already got 2 strikes on the guy and 2 outs in the inning, so just focus on the batter and get out of the inning.
Now anything into the outfield could score 2 and tie the game for White County. Big pitch here for Cole Gentry. Wilson delivers the breaking ball, swung on and missed, and it is 4 Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeouts in the inning for Alec Wilson. 8 in the ball game. We'll head to the middle frame. Still 2-0 Bees. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home located just south of Cookeville. Boasting 2,700 square feet and a 2-car garage, this home features a very open floor plan with hardwood floors. You'll find great custom touches throughout, including a welcoming covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191 for more information.
Welcome back as we head to the middle frames. Still anybody's ball game, 2-0. But Alec Wilson for the Bees, absolutely dealing. 8 punch-outs so far through 3 innings of work. He got 4 in the bottom of the third. And now it'll be Yano, Holroyd, and Wilson due up for the Bees. Trent Wilson back to work on the mound. He's been good for Sparta. Really 2 big hits, both by Braden Green, a triple and a home run, the difference in the game.
Yeah, Braden Green led it off with a triple to center field, just misplayed by Siebers out in center. And then obviously Chris Worsing, he has been the man, the single machine. Didn't get the single, but able to drive him home. And then Braden Green just jumped on one on a 3-2 count.
Juju Yano, he's in a slump right now. He struck out in his first appearance. Shows bunt here, a nice slap bunt. Long way for the third baseman to go. Throw is offline. Yano reaches and he'll head to second as it ricochets off the fence. It's still loose in right now. They corral it. It's going to be a single and an error in the field. The first of the game charged to Sparta's defense, and Carson Holroyd has a runner in scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, and that's one, if you're the third baseman, you're just eating it. That's too good of a bunt there by Juju Yano. He's got too much speed. Even if you make a perfect throw, he still might not get him over there at first base, so just eat that one, keep it to one base instead. Now you've got a runner in scoring position with Holroyd coming to the plate.
That's one way to break a slump. Slap a bunt down,
yeah,
softball
sure
style.
Is.
I mean, just slapped it down the third base line. Now Holroyd shows bunt as well, this down the right field line, and we've already seen this probably more this year than in the last 3 years combined for this Upperman team, dropping bunts down all through the lineup.
I mean, it's worked for him. You talked about it. Double-digit hits in these last few ball games, and it just kind of keeps the lineup moving through, picking up some rhythm.
Well, and if you go back 2 years ago, the state championship game, a lot of people said you bunt a little bit late in that game, you may have the second championship in a row. The 0-1, Holroyd pulls back, I believe. Did he tip it? I got a terrible angle here.
There's no signal, so I think it's just a ball.
Mr. Qualls, is that an 0-2 or is it 1-1?
Says 1-1 up
All
on
right,
the scoreboard
it's 1-1
here.
I can't hear because of the headphones, and I can't see because of the angle. Just tough to commentate. Holroyd again pulls back. It's a strike, and it's 1-2. Didn't quite get it back in time, I believe.
Did he go? They say he offered at it.
Again, I got no clue. Wilson, the lefty out of the stretch. Here comes the 1-2. Holroyd slaps this one up into the air, into foul territory, and will fall harmlessly to the grass. Safe.
Always the nervousness of watching it fly.
1-2 count here for Carson Holroyd. Struck out swinging in his first appearance. Wilson delivers, breaking ball, and a good block behind the plate by Thomas.
A good eye by Holroyd as well. With the 1-2, you obviously want to fight off anything close, but just lets that one go by.
That
not
pitch
chasing anything.
MLB The Show I swing at every time.
100%.
Sometimes they bail you out with the check swing. The 2-2, fastball, a little bit up. And again, we run full. And Upperman's been in a couple 0-2 counts, rallied back to full. Braden Green did it, hit a home run. Carson Holroyd now full. Wilson with a runner at second, nobody out, trying to get that all-important first out of the inning. The payoff pitch, swung on, let's do it again.
Yeah, I think that's exactly why the Bees, when they've had their success, is because they've been able to work these counts, get deep into counts, make the pitchers work, and then they're able to make something productive out of the AB.
55 pitches so far for Wilson on the mound. So both pitchers, no problem there. As Holroyd slaps this one into left field. It is down for a base hit. Go sign being sent. Yano rounds third, heading home. Here comes the throw, not in time. Gets away behind home plate. Holroyd advanced once. Now he's running to third. Here comes the throw from behind the plate. Tag is down, not in time. Aggressive base running for the Bees. A single with an RBI for Carson Holroyd. Then an error in the field, I believe, on the throw in to home, and now the Bees have a runner at third and a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, we've seen this Bees team be pretty aggressive on the base paths. Holroyd taking advantage, and a good slide as well. Was a high throw and able to get underneath the tag over there at third. The Bees still threatening.
So they're going to have Holroyd advancing on the throw, then moving to third on the error, the second of the inning. And Alec Wilson trying to add on some insurance for himself. The 0-1 pitch slapped over. Is that fair or foul? It is foul. 0-2.
Oh.
I'm definitely right on this one. It's 0-2.
Oh, that looked way inside. So, sorry.
Alec Wilson flew out to center, hit it pretty hard back in the second inning.
It is indeed 0-2.
The 0-2 pitch coming home to him. Fastball, this one slapped over. It should score a run. Shortstop there. The throw to first, no problem. He's having a really nice day at short so far is Gage Walker. But Wilson does the job on the RBI, and the Bees have the insurance at 4-0.
Yeah, they're just chipping away. Just keep on tacking on some runs. And, again, we've seen a lot more small ball this season with the Bees. Now 2 ground balls have driven in a couple of runs. Haven't really seen those deep balls. Haven't need to. Obviously, we've seen the home run today, but it's been a lot of those, the small ball, the ground ball, and singles.
First pitch breaking ball fouled back and out of play by rookie Allison, and this one
How?
hopped it barely hit the street and then went just over the bus. Got no clue how that one got over the bus. That's what happens when I hit a nice chip shot. It just goes forever. The 0-1 breaking ball, pretty good pitch, but must have missed outside. It's 1-1.
The speed boost, as you like to say.
Only when I don't need it.
Yeah, right.
Here comes the 1-1 home. This one smacked into center field by rookie Allison. Well struck, angling back.
Wow.
And sticking the glove up to make a great catch in center field is Siebers for out number 2.
That was a great hit by Allison, an even better catch by Siebers on the run. You said it, just kind of threw the glove up at the last second and able to make the catch over the shoulder. Tremendous play by the center fielder for White County.
And now the sun all of a sudden comes real harsh as it sets. It's going to be tough for the right side of the field.
Right fielder is
and
impossible.
First and second, as Evan Huddleston climbs in, he grounded out in his first appearance. First pitch swinging here, deja vu. Right to second, throw to first is in time for out number 3, but not before the Bees had a couple of insurance runs on. Sparta looking to get the offense rolling against Alec Wilson when we come back. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
Five, 6, 7 due up for the White County Warriors, who have found themselves in a little bit of a hole now. 4-0 rather in the bottom of the fourth. The Bees bring 2 across in the top half. Methodical so far for Upperman. White County's had a couple of opportunities. Last 2 innings, they've had a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs, have come away empty-handed. It's because Alec Wilson has 8 punch-outs through 3 innings of work.
He is here in his senior season, obviously you mentioned it, he signed to Carson Newman before this season got started, and he's just taking it up to another notch. Even last year, he pitched a little bit, but he wasn't one of those mainstay starters for this Upperman team. We knew he had the stuff. We knew he had a really good breaking ball. He would come in relief and give some really good innings, but we have not seen this kind of pitching from Alec Wilson until this year.
You're also seeing Alec Wilson now 2 years removed from the torn ACL.
Right.
You see that confidence building for him, I think. And as Griffin Adams will climb in, he reached on a single back in the second inning. They moved over to second and was left stranded there. First pitch breaking ball. He ducks out of the way. I think that ended up being closer than he thought it was going to be. It's 1-0.
He was lucky he got the bat down there.
Almost clipped the bat on its way past. Wilson loves to start it out looking like it's going to hit you and then dive it away as the fastball cross first strike, 1-1.
Yeah, he normally starts it right at that left shoulder, left elbow area, and then able to get it to break across.
63 pitches, 43 strikes for Alec Wilson. That one a little bit low, 2-1.
Bees will get, obviously, White County tomorrow, and then on the road at Smith County Friday at 4.
2-1. Bounces for White County. Later in the week, they'll have Cannon County, and then a couple on Saturday.
Bees will be back at home Saturday. They get Friendship Christian School Saturday at noon.
And they played each other the last several years. Always been pretty good games. It's a 3-1, waved out and missed, and we run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Griffin Adams. We appreciate Gentry's Power Equipment, your hometown steel dealer. Listen, fellas, weather's starting to get better as the 3-2 pitch swung on and foul tipped into the mitt for another Thompson Machinery and a Cat Rental Store strikeout for Alec Wilson. His 4th straight punch-out, his 9th of the game. But Gentry's Power Equipment, located at Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville. You need a new lawnmower.
That grass is getting long.
You need a new leaf blower, chainsaw. Take care of your property in style with some state-of-the-art steel equipment. As the first pitch is swung on, this one ripped over. It's going to be the first base hit in a while for White County. Kaysen Seal jumps on the first pitch he sees and sends it into left for a 1-out single.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there. Again, these batters have not benefited from getting deep in counts against Alec Wilson. Normally it ends in a strikeout, so changing the approach, swinging early in the count, and able to rip something out there into left.
And by the way, about Gentry's Power Equipment, you know that leaf blower that hasn't worked in a while? Service department as well. All right there in-house with great folks. As the first pitch is waved down and missed by Will Thomas, and maybe an adjustment for Coach Hensley. Got to be more aggressive against a guy who's pounding the zone. Getting behind in counts is not advantageous. As the 0-1 really stretching that corner, 0-2.
Yeah, that's one where Rookie Allison even reaching a little bit for it and able to get the call.
The pitch count will become a factor for Wilson. He's up to 70. Upperman really needs 7 innings out of Alec Wilson today. As the 0-2 swung on and missed. How about another double-digit strikeout day for Alec Wilson? A Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout for the senior.
I talked about it. He was close to averaging 2 strikeouts an inning, which is insane, and he is already doing that and then some today in this game.
Oh, I've got a stat for you after this first pitch as the runner takes off. Allison is going to throw down. It's behind Yano, gets into the outfield. And the runner will stay, Seal at second on the stolen base. So the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 outs recorded by the Bees. 10 outs recorded by the Bees have been strikeouts.
It's pretty good.
Dating back to the first inning.
Pretty good.
A 1-0 pitch. This one waved out and missed. It's 1-1. I mean, he was intentional. Pitch to contact, trust your defense. This year, mowing through guys. As this one is sent up into the air, angling back. This one, 1 hops, and 2 for 1 special. The Tacoma and the Lexus have new
and then into
shiny features out there in foul territory. That'll help the resale value. The 1-2 pitch coming home. This one sent up, little flare. Shoop is under it at first and makes the catch to retire the side. And one of the worst gritties I've ever seen in my life by Alec Wilson on his way off the mound. But why not? He's dealing. We head to the 5th. It's 4-0 Bees. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Basketball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
Welcome back. Top of the order, due up for the Bees. They lead 4-0, looking for more. I'm Noah McKay. It's Jacob Vincent. We're happy to be along with you today as the sun sets on a beautiful day for high school baseball. We're back with you tomorrow as these two teams have game number 2. We imagine it's going to be Austin Pianchi against Juju Yano on the mound, but Coach Hensley could surprise us. We're 100% sure it's going to be Juju Yano on the mound for the Bees tomorrow.
And to your point in that last inning, why it's so important for these starters to go 7. It's kind of obviously a luxury for the Bees to have that happen. But we saw Saturday, there's not a ton behind. You've got Chris Worsing.
Well, that once they get into the postseason, it's going to be Worsing, that third guy.
Right.
But they used him on Saturday, so he's available today as the 0-1. Close didn't get the call that time for Trent Wilson back on the mound.
But they're going to need some other guys to step up and be able to get some innings in there. You'll see that on coming up Friday and Saturday this week.
And Braden Green flicks this one up into center underneath it to make the catch. Braden Green puts another one into the air. That time Sieber is able to come up and grab it. Green has had a triple and a home run today. But here it's a leadoff out for the Sparta defense.
Yeah, he was hoping that one drops for a single and then maybe have a chance for a double coming up in the 7th. But not going to happen.
Chris Worsing does not have a hit today. He has an RBI and a fly on the ground out so far. Hard to believe the way he's been hitting it recently. As the first pitch from Wilson set up into the air, angling into left field towards foul territory and down in foul territory for strike 1. Worsing batting .368 on the campaign, but the past
all
week,
singles. Just
single. And you look at it, to your point, it is all singles for him. 14 hits, no extra bases for the sophomore.
It's impressive. I mean, leads the team in hits. And, did the same thing last year, so it's not a surprise.
0-1, that one bounces in, and for Wilson, if he can work clean here, gives him some momentum because these are the big bats. Justin Fallon, the biggest bat in the entire Upper Cumberland, looming on deck, and he's looking for a little pop to get his season really started. The 1-1, good pitch, fastball, 1-2.
And Wilson has settled in nicely here after allowing a couple of runs. He's come back and started off well with the out, now ahead in the count.
1-2 pitch coming to Worsing. That one bounces in, blocked up behind the dish by Thomas. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. It's a 4-0 ball game. Bees in front. The way Alec Wilson's been throwing, Trent Wilson has to match for Sparta to have a chance in this one. 2-2, this one slapped over. Second baseman reads it cleanly on a few awkward hops, and that's a really nice job at second by Austin Pianchi for out number 2.
Yeah, it took a really weird hop, especially on that kind of third hop, right where the grass meets the infield dirt, kind of bounced up and then rolled after that, and he was able to read it, like you said, cleanly and able to make a nice play on it.
Justin Fallon today, a single and a double. He'll climb in here for attempt number 3 against Wilson. He's looking good on the pitch count, 72 so far for him. Sniff 120, then you're done. His first pitch swinging for Fallon, sent a mile into the air. Long way to go. Siebers is there and makes the catch for out number 3. How about that for Trent Wilson? 1-2-3 versus the top 3 in the Upperman order. We'll head to the bottom half. It's still 4-0. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Big Al, Alec Wilson, dealing on the mound for the Bees. He's back to work here in the bottom of the fifth. Sparta, it's time to rally for him as they're trying to get back into this District 7 AAA matchup. 9-1-2 due up for the Warriors, Norris, Walker, and Pianchi. So if you're going to jumpstart a rally, this is who you'd want up if you're Coach Philip Hensley.
And you mentioned Stone Memorial already beating Cumberland County earlier today. That was 6-0, correct?
That's
they
correct.
Ended up winning that ball game. So Stone has now gotten their first district win after falling to Upperman a couple of times last week.
And Livingston was able to get, was up, I should say, earlier on DeKalb County. And we're getting into the meat of it now. Basketball's done. Upperman was the only team in the Upper Cumberland that was just ravaged by not having players. Late Jackson County had that problem as well, but now everybody's back in, and it's go time as all eyes are on the spring sports as we near April.
Yeah, and they're already 3-4 weeks into it almost.
We got an earlier start than usual in this state as that first pitch got him swinging at the high cheese. 0-1 for Alec Wilson. The strikeouts have been impressive this entire season, and it continues today. The 0-1. We're right back with the high stuff. This time Norris lays off. He struck out swinging in his first plate appearance.
Well, and I know the coaches especially love having the early start time. They don't have to squeeze all of their games just into that confined schedule of 2 months. It spreads it out by a few weeks.
2-1, and the pitch count will become a factor here for Wilson. He's looking to work quickly as this one's flared up into the air. Braden Green says he has it, angles to his left and makes the catch for out number one for Alec Wilson. That's pitch number 78 as it'll bring up Gage Walker. Of course, he can get to 120, so he's okay there. But for Sparta, some long at-bats would be great with knowing Chris Worsing's not available, knowing you're probably not going to see Justin Fallon. A week from now, you may not love to see the bullpen coming in for the Bees, but tonight, you'd like that, I think. Rookie Allison probably first up for the Bees tonight as that one bounces in. That's one I know. I don't believe he pitched on Saturday.
He did.
Oh, he did. Never mind. I got
He
no clue
he should still be available.
There are plenty of guys who didn't get above.
Evan Huddleston is listed as a possible bullpen guy.
The 1-0. That one is across for a strike. Doubtful that he would go today, considering he's not been ramping up at all.
I mean, he's literally played baseball for 2 days. Not even. This is his first day.
Here comes the 1-1. That one's rolled over in on the hands, and it's a tough play to make, and not making it. Right under the glove for Collier Bush at second. Gage Walker fell down because it came right in the hands. That hurts so badly. If you've not played baseball, you don't know how bad that hurts, and he's still able to leg it out to first.
Well, fortunately, it's not quite as cold as it normally is, and so it was a little bit warmer today, but it is cooling off, and he did a good job. He kind of slipped up out of the box, but able to get down quickly. And Bush, and that again, that's the first play that Bush has had to make today.
And the E4, the second error of the game for the Bees. Little token throw from Wilson. Back in time is Walker. Austin Pianchi climbs in. He's walked and struck out today. Sparta just looking for one at a time. Scrape one across, get it closer. Run that pitch count up. Breaking ball. This one's rolled over. Yano ranges to his right, and it pops out of the glove. Another error. The third of the day for the Bees, a familiar refrain. And now the Warriors in some business. Runners at second and first. It'll bring up the three-hole hitter, Eli Smith, exactly who Sparta wants up in this spot with a one out in the fifth.
Well, now you're really going to get to see what Alec Wilson is made of because, like you said, for White County, this is exactly what you want. Just one out. You've got runners on first and second here in the fifth.
First pitch swinging. There's a challenge fastball fired by 0-1. And Smith had a sac bunt back in the first. He struck out but reached on a wild pitch in the third. A look back now. Wilson with the 0-1. Misses up. 1-1. That's pitch number 83 for Wilson.
And that sun is pretty much set, so it shouldn't have anything to do with the outfielders now or anybody in the field.
And now a throw behind. Pretty good one, but back in time is the runner. And for Wilson, he's thinking, I should have been out of this.
We've seen him.
Back-to-back errors.
Yeah, and that's what's hurt the Bees, especially this past weekend, early on this season.
Smith awaits. Wilson with a 1-1. Swung on, popped up in the infield. And it's going to be the infield fly rule, so the batter's out, and it's out number 2.
So he gets the second out, and now you got to force out anywhere. And the way he's been throwing it, he'd love to get himself another Thompson Machinery and Counter Rental Store strikeout.
Cole Gentry going to climb in here. He would. Wes Shanks would love a ground out on one pitch
that
here.
As well, yeah.
For Sparta, you got your cleanup hitter at the plate. Best opportunity for runs in a while for the Warriors offense. They're down 4-0 here in the 5th. First pitch swinging for Gentry. That's into foul territory and out of play. Griffin Adams would love an at-bat here. He's on deck for Sparta.
It's getting late in a hurry, bottom of the 5th, so they're only going to have a couple more chances after this one. And for Upperman, you still have Justin Fallon, who's getting ready to come up. Or he finished out that last inning.
He finished out the last inning. Shupiano and Holroyd due up in the 6th for the Bees. Here on the road, Wilson with a glance back. This pitch sent up into the air. Holroyd a long way to go, and it will drop in for a base hit. Holroyd to it, bobbles on the exchange, and a run will score. It's going to be an RBI for Cole Gentry, as that was going to take a miraculous throw from Carson Holroyd in center, and Sparta has their first run. It's 4-1.
Yeah, really good job by Gentry. Able to poke it out there. Now again, the league just 3, so you're able to cut it a little bit more. Now you've got your tying run coming to the plate.
Bianchi moves up to second. Gentry at first. Tying run at the plate for Sparta, looking for a 2-out rally here. Griffin Adams is 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout so far. First pitch misses low for ball 1.
But again, one of those issues for the Bees this year, unearned runs. That one across right there.
Wilson was a little frustrated. He wants to get the out, as that one misses low, 2-0, and Sparta, you're starting to have the makings of what you want in a comeback. 89th pitch coming up here for Wilson, with still 2 1/3 innings to go. This one chopped over towards Yano. He fields it cleanly. Transfers clean. The throw to first. Shoop able to hang on to the bag for out number 3. Sparta gets one back, but 2 Warriors left stranded on the base pass. We'll head to the 6th in a 4-1 ball game. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Sparta gets one back in the 5th. We head to the 6th. Carson Shoop, Juju Yano due up, and Carson Holroyd due up for the Bees here. Trent Wilson back to work here in the top of the 6th. I'm Noah, that's Jacob. Happy to be along with you today. Petey's on stats to our left. Trent Wilson, he's at 73 pitches, so he's in really good shape. And it's going to get very interesting with the pitch count for Alec Wilson and the Bees. Sparta wants to keep running it up for fatigue and then to see if they can get into the bullpen today.
I was going to say, you're going to throw them until you can up until 120.
First pitch bounces into Carson Shoop. He's over 2 with a fly and a ground out so far. The Bees offense, Braden Green opened the game with a triple. He scored 1 pitch later, and then he ripped a solo home run. And then a couple of singles to open up the 4th were converted for runs. As that one misses a little bit outside, 2-0 here to Shoop.
Would it be crazy to bring Juju Yano in?
Yes. Because you need him. No.
For an inning?
You bring him in, he's got to stay under 25. As Shoop rolls this one over, a nice grab over in the hot corner at third. The throw to first is in time for out number 1. It was very nicely done by Cole Gentry.
That was a really good play. It was sharply hit, like you said, and a good play, able to charge onto it, make a good throw, and get the speedy Shoop down to first. And again, for Wilson, you mentioned the pitch count for him. He's perfectly fine with where he's at.
Juju Yano, he bunted for a single, came around to score in the fourth, struck out in the first. See what he does here is the infield playing in at the corners. He's going to swing away, sends it up into the air. The sun is now set, so shouldn't be much of a problem, and it is not in right field for out number 2. Kaysen Seal makes the grab, and quickly 2 up, 2 down here for the Bees. Carson Holroyd and an RBI single in the fourth. He's looking to add on here.
Yeah, and Holroyd, he worked a deeper count his last time up, and obviously the first 2 batters here in the inning have not done so. And Wilson's had a couple of quick ones so far.
Just 4 pitches so far in the inning as Holroyd climbs in. And he quickly fires in a fastball that's a called strike.
And again, he's been efficient. It's just been a couple of hits here and there. Really, it's been Brayton Green so far, the difference in this game.
Waved at and missed. Holroyd's behind 0-2. 8 straight Bees sat down here by Trent Wilson. He's looking to make quick work of the offense here as Holroyd will stay alive as he fouls this one out of play. Stick around post-game for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. It's up for grabs right now. Game is 4-1. As Holroyd slaps this one backwards, and we'll do it again.
Again, he had a good battle his last time up, trying to do that again, just fouling off some pitches until he can get something he can handle. Wilson, see if he can't go quickly through here in the top of 6 and keep that momentum going for the bats on the other side for the Warriors.
The 0-2, that one a little bit up and out, 1-2. And that's where you see the development of Carson Holroyd at the plate. I think last year he waves at that one. That time just watches it by. And Wilson will try and get him here. The 1-2. That one bounces in. 2-2.
Good breaking ball. Trying to get it on that bottom part of the zone. Couldn't quite get it up enough. Didn't get him to chase. And again, another good eye there by Holroyd.
The 2-2 pitch from Trent Wilson. Fastball that time after the breaking ball. Really good battle here between Wilson and Holroyd.
Finally making him work. Obviously, got a couple of quick outs on those 4 pitches. And now Holroyd able to make him go deep.
Baseball under the lights tonight here in Sparta. Starting to cool off here in the low 50s. Can't complain about anything weather-wise. The 2-2 to Holroyd, and late decision, but he slaps it foul again.
Might be out of baseballs.
They're all in the grass over to our right. Alec Wilson's on deck. You love a chance to bat here. And for Wilson, if you get this out, you face 7, 8, 9. And you don't have to see Brayden Green, who already has 2 extra base hits, including a home run today. You're not guaranteed to see him, I should say. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Wilson with another punch out, and he retires 9 straight. Upperman Bees will head to the bottom half. Sparta looking for a rally in a 4-1 ball game. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. The intrigue builds here in Sparta. Upperman led 4-0. Now it's 4-1. Elsewhere in the district, we mentioned Stone Memorial already defeated Cumberland County tonight. Livingston up 6-1 on DeKalb in the middle of the 4th inning tonight in Smithville.
4th inning, my goodness.
Alec Wilson on the mound here. When Alec Wilson's on the mound, Trent Wilson on the other side, we're going to be home quickly.
Big reason why we're not in the 4th inning.
They throw fast, and now the pitch count. 89 pitches for Alec Wilson. He's got a maximum of 31 left. 120, you got to come out in this state. Sparta knows it. Upperman knows it. They want to put together good at-bats and force him up there by just putting runners on. If nothing else, take some pitches and see if you can get deep in counts.
Well, and a big reason why that pitch count got up there a little bit more, the 2 errors in that last inning probably should have been out of the inning and unable to get out of it, so 10 to 12 extra pitches to get out of that inning.
It was an unearned run across for Sparta as the first pitch in the case, and Seal misses low. He went hunting the first pitch he saw his last time up, hit it for a single. He also stole a bag and has struck out today. That is a great pitch from Wilson. Waved at and missed, 1-1.
Hey, he's still been really good today. Obviously just the 1 run across, and it was unearned.
Yeah, 10 punch-outs as well as he goes right back to his favorite spot, that outside corner today. 1-2.
Yeah, he's been living there. A lot of times it's been his breaking ball. Today he hadn't needed to have it.
Here comes the 1-2 from Wilson. That one fouled back and out of play. The Tacoma is safe this time. They got a dent on the right side earlier. The left side was a little hairy there. I think I would have moved it if it was mine after the first time it got hit. The 1-2. This one's chopped over. Long way for Yano. Fields it. Throw all the way across the infield in time. Juju Yano uncorks one from about 120 feet away for out number 1.
That's a heck of a throw from Juju Yano deep in the hole there at that 6th spot, and able to make a good throw, good stretch as well by Carson Shoup at the first base spot. And a perfect, that's exactly what Alec Wilson needed kind of out.
Will Thomas, 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, climbs in here. First pitch swinging, 0-1. Yeah, now it's at 95 for Alec Wilson, so he's okay there with how quick he works. As this one set up into the air. The Tacoma's in trouble again. It one hops into the tailgate and out. The poor white Tacoma is getting pelted with foul balls. Here comes the 0-2 from Wilson. Gives the little Wyatt Curtis hezzy at the top of that one before coming home. It's fouled back by Thomas, and it's 0-2.
I noticed that earlier. Kind of holds the leg up there just a half second longer, trying to throw in that timing off for the batter.
Big head nod no. He knows what he wants to throw here. What is it? He'll fire in. A fastball swung up, sit into the air in center. Holroyd finds it against the lights and makes the catch as Green flies behind him for out number 2.
I was kind of wondering what he was doing. I thought he was going to just tackle him out there.
Holroyd had a really good beat on it, and Green, they give a high five on the way by.
Guess he wanted to get his cardio in.
22 maximum pitches left for Wilson. Hayden Sieber's going to climb in here. And never mind, it's going to be a pinch hitter in here for White County. So, trying to inject a little life in the bottom half of the order. Sam Dykus is going to come in here. We know Sam Dykus. I called a basketball game with Sam Dykus a little while ago. He coined the frame, Ava Jones the Eraser.
I like it.
Smooth.
I like it.
Absolutely. So he will climb in here against Alec Wilson in a big spot. 2 outs. First pitch swung on, slap foul.
He's got the presidential walkout as his.
It's
still playing.
And the home plate umpire says, "Hey, let's go. You can't do that."
Well, they needed a baseball as well.
They've all been sitting to the Tacoma behind us. Once again, back at it tomorrow in Baxter. These two teams. We'll have all the action for you right back here on Facebook and YouTube.
Our vehicles will not be in
sends
trouble.
this one in foul territory. This will be a tough play. Wilson is there. Underhand flips to Shoup in time for out number 3. Pitch number 100 gets Alec Wilson through 6. The Bees will look for some insurance when we come back in a 4-1 ball game. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Iron Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Iron Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back as we head to the 7th, still 4-1. Upperman in front as the Bees look to win yet another District 7 AAA game. One team has beaten this team in district play in the last 3+ seasons. It was Livingston Academy last year in Baxter. Sparta trying to do it in come-from-behind fashion. Already much better than the game a year ago for White County. It was a no-hitter in this building by Wyatt Curtis in 5 innings. This is a Sparta team.
Played 2 games in Baxter last year.
Oh, that was 2 years ago. That's
2
right.
years ago,
Goodness, I am getting old really fast. Regardless, I mentioned these are 2 teams that both feel like they're much better than their record indicates. For Upperman, have not lost to a 3A or lower tier opponent. Obviously, now they have their lineup back together. For Sparta, they're looking to find their rhythm as that one misses 1-0. Back to work is Trenton Wilson. He's only at 85 pitches, so he's good to go.
Yeah, he's perfectly fine.
And they'll be able to save their bullpen, assuming he gets through this inning as clean as he's gotten through the last 3. 10 straight Bs retired. It's a 2-0 count here to Alec Wilson. He has an RBI and a flyout so far. As that one misses outside, it's 3-0. Ahead in the count goes the Carson Newman signing.
Yeah, well, with the breaking ball a couple of times, missed low, then tried to get fastball on the outside part of the plate.
Wilson to Wilson. That one gets the call. It's 3-1, and Alec gives the head nod yes because he's pounded that spot today on that outside corner. Trent delivers home to 3-1. That one's across, and from 3-0, we go to 3-2.
Good battle back here by Trent on the mound, and Alex, see if he can't settle in and get a good one across the plate.
Here comes the 3-2 payoff pitch. Misses upstairs, ball 4. And it's a Nick's Restaurant walk for Alec Wilson, who will trot down to first. Nick's Restaurant, prime rib, sandwiches, soup, salads, steak, chicken, ice cream pie. Come on. What are we talking about here? Ice cream pie, we're done here.
All you really need to know.
I mean, come on. Courtesy runner Jackson West going to come on and run here for the Bees as the pitcher will trot off. Rookie Allison 0-for-2, 2 flyouts to center so far. And this is hunkered down time for Trent Wilson. The top of the order is looming. Braden Green's had a huge day, and then Worsing and Fallon behind him. He needs some outs as he'll have a little token throw to first. West back in time.
Wilson would love to just get a nice ground ball up the middle here and see if he can't turn it.
And now a little bit less of a token throw. And a good job to go and grab it over there at first, reaching off the bag. Griffin Adams had to go a long way across his body to catch it. Now the first pitch into Allison misses low and outside, and they're paying a lot of attention to West over there at first. And he so far on the season has not attempted to steal a bag.
The Bees haven't been super aggressive in.
And there he goes. He will try to attempt to steal this one. The throw gets into center field. West going to stay put. It will be a Turfmaster stolen base for Jackson West.
Of course. right as we say. Haven't been very aggressive.
Well, and again, that's a spot some of these new guys who have returned. It frees up some other guys to run. You're going to see some changes, I think, in the next week for this lineup. As now rookie Allison trying to put something in the outfield and add an insurance run. Instead, a step off from Trent Wilson. Upperman led 4-0. Sparta got back 1. Now a 3-run game. Certainly not comfortable for the road team. Here comes the 1-1. Called a strike, 1-2. And again, especially if Sparta can start some sort of a rally and get that pitch count. Only 20 left for Alec Wilson. Then it's a question who's going to come in behind him. Trent Wilson with a long look back. Now delivers in. This one chopped over. Right back to him. Fields it cleanly. The runner takes off, and West will snag third. It moves the runner over, and the throw back for out number 1.
Well, good base running there by West. He even looked at him. He just kept going, no hesitation, and that's a good decision because obviously Wilson just went right over to first, got the out there. He's trying to focus on the batters at the plate, so now it's Evan Huddleston's turn.
And this is what the Bees have been waiting for. Evan Huddleston to be up in this spot. He's still looking to find his rhythm. 2 ground outs to second. Typically an on-base machine. As the first pitch misses outside for ball 1.
I'd say he's a little tired today.
Yes. When you talk about that, maybe in a week, that second leadoff spot in the 9-hole.
Yeah.
That's been Evan Huddleston's spot. Here comes the 1-0. That one waved at and missed. 1-1. Trent Wilson up to 95 pitches now through 6 1/3. West takes his lead at third. Wilson not really even looking that way. That one bounces. A good job behind the plate again by Thomas. He's been good today. This district's just full of really solid defensive catchers.
Always is. Every single year, I mean, every team seems like they have a really, really good defender back there.
Huddleston slaps this one into foul territory, and all the cars are safe as it one hops into the
electrical box.
Yeah, into the pole.
Might be worse.
No sparks. We're okay.
Lights are still on. Be in trouble if those go out.
Yes, the 2-2. This one slapped over. Could be a tough play. Long way to go. Third baseman is there. The throw is low. It is away. Huddleston will reach. And I think that's going to be a single for Evan Huddleston. I think he beat the throw no matter what. It was a really tough play over there at third. And Gentry did all he could even get there. It's going to be an RBI for Evan Huddleston in his first game of the season, and the Bees get an insurance run.
And exactly why he's in that 9 spot, able to drive home a run, reach base safely, and then flip it back over to Braden Green, who's been really good today.
And that one's close between a hit and an error, but I think Huddleston was there. As Green now shows bunt, slaps it down to third base line, and it just trickles. How about Braden Green? He's ripped a triple and a home run, and then tries to drop a bunt down.
It's the second time he's tried it.
With an out here in the 7th. The Bees lead is 5-1, and it's gut check time again for Trent Wilson on the mound here for Sparta.
He tried it after he ripped the triple to open up the ball game, and then obviously was able to work the full count and hit it over the right field fence.
And for Sparta, you would love a tailor-made double play ball with Chris Worsing and Justin Fallon looming next. Here comes the 0-1. One misses outside, 1-1.
But it's going to be tough with Huddleston running, Green running.
It's amazing how much more dangerous this Upperman lineup becomes with a guy like Evan Huddleston in the bottom half and Fallon in the middle. Wow, that was called a strike. And I don't know about that one. That was pretty low.
A little low and outside, maybe.
Thomas had to turn his glove over behind him. That was more of a pick than anything. Here comes the 1-2 instead of throw over. Huddleston back in time. He's thinking, I just had to break a Tullahoma press for 32 minutes, and now I got to dive back in here to first.
Defend Xavier Farrell.
Here comes the 1-2. Green slaps this one up into the air. Third baseman Gentry gives chase. Would be a great play, but he can't make the grab. It's 1-2. And you can hear what the Upperman fans think of what should have been called there. Just hold the microphone out for Petey and Young. Football, we've got sideline reporter, and sometimes in basketball. Here we've got Petey and Young, and then Matt when we get in.
Press box boys.
Jimmy, the press box boys. We don't have a press box. They're the bleacher boys
Bleacher
today.
boys today.
The 1-2 coming to Green. He rips this one again into center field, and it is down for a base hit. How about the day for Braden Green? A double away from the cycle, and another one barreled up, and it sets the table for Chris Worsing.
Well, that's what the last time he was up, he did that, but it was a little bit harder and read much better by Siebers out of center field. That time it gets down quicker and able to reach base safely, but you said it. Only one hit away from the cycle. Probably not going to get the chance, though.
Chris Worsing has an RBI, but he does not have a base hit today. He's grounded out, flown out, grounded out again so far. Runners at first and second, and the ever-dangerous Justin Fallon looming on deck here for the Bees. It's Trent Wilson trying to get out of this one. First pitch is low, and now the pitch count is a factor. 104 for Trent Wilson. And Thomas going to go out and have a word with his pitcher here. They need a double play. At 5-1, you can get a rally going, especially with all the different factors at play, but Worsing sends this somewhere and then Fallon comes up. It can balloon away from you.
Yeah, you really don't want Justin Fallon coming to the plate. Obviously, there's just one out in the inning, so you said it. You would love to get a ground ball right back up the middle and just flip it easily through.
The 1-0 coming to Worsing. Breaking ball. Misses. 2-0. Fallon is 2 for 3 on deck with a single and a double. And he barreled up one into center as well. Here comes the 2-0. That one misses. Ball 3. A 3-0 count into the sophomore Chris Worsing. Trent Wilson now, you understand, fatigue is a factor. 106 pitches for the young man. I believe it's his highest pitch count of the season. And that one misses. Ball 4. A Nick's Restaurant walk, and we'll see what Coach Hensley decides to do here. Does he give him one more, but knowing the one is number 11. And now somebody's going to the bullpen.
Yeah, they're just now getting sent to the bullpen.
That could be a problem for White County. I wonder if you may see a token mound visit here because Justin Fallon's at the plate and there's nowhere to put anybody. Bases juiced for the Bees with 1 out in the top of the 7th. First pitch for Wilson is across for a strike. And a walk is not the worst thing in the world. It is for the pitch count, but it is not considering the hitter at the plate.
He's just trying to get it out right now.
Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball, and Fallon tried to send it way out of here. It is way up. Second baseman backpedals and makes the catch, and that is a great job. And now the throw in is a little high, but will be caught, and everybody's staying put. It's a great job by Wilson, and then backpedaling from his second base position by Austin Pianchi for out number 2.
Yeah, and Coach Shanks holding Evan Huddleston over there at third base just to be safe, and then he kind of hesitated on the throw a little bit there and just kind of waiting to see. And now we do have that mound visit to possibly give the bullpen a little bit of time to get warm and loose.
Carson Shoup is 0 for 3 on the day. Wilson's at 109, so it's you got to get Carson. This is the last batter you're going to face, more likely than not, one way or the other. Yano's on deck behind him. That was a huge out for Trent Wilson. One's across so far for the Bees in a 5-1 game. But to be able to retire Fallon with nobody coming across.
Well, and he's still going to be a tough task with Carson Shoup coming to the plate, who's been swinging a really good bat.
Yeah, he is. He was up to 333 entering the game. It's gone down a little bit. He has 6 RBIs. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. Wilson trying to get out of a jam. First pitch after the mound visit is a fastball, a little bit out. 1-0.
And that's one where they've kind of been giving him the call at times on that outside part, so you saw Shoup start to offer at it.
I think that one took just a little too far out as Shoup puts a cut on this one up into the infield. Should retire this side. Catcher is there, and he makes the catch. Will Thomas for out number 3 as they strand the bases loaded. Sparta looking for a little 7th inning magic. Down 4 when we return. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Aminette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Last chance for the Warriors. They trail 5-1 on their home field against the Bees. Alec Wilson at 100 pitches, trying to close out another complete game victory. And for Sparta, you look at the stat sheet, 1 run, 4 hits, 7 runners left on base today. It's a big credit to Wilson and his strikeout stuff. There's been some runners out there. Upperman's left 5 now after stranding 3 in the top half of this inning. And Colt Norris will try and jumpstart a rally here and get into the B bullpen.
And obviously the 3 errors on the day helps that number a little bit as well for White County. Alec Wilson has been really, really good, up to 100 pitches so far. So obviously going to be his final inning, and he's hoping to get out of here with a W in the 7th.
Wilson's looking for his 3rd complete game victory of the season, and the first pitch is pumped by for strike 1. And he hasn't had a strikeout in a while. He had 10 in the first 4 innings. None since as that one. So take out 1-1.
Yeah, trying to hit that outside part of the plate again, just a little too far.
Wilson delivers. That one waved at and missed, 1-2, and now he can go wherever he wants after that one. Alec Wilson always working quickly. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball ripped right back up the middle. Long way to go. Bush able to smack it down, but no throw. It'll be a single for Colt Norris, and Sparta puts a little more pressure on. Top of the order for Gage Walker, who has a triple already today and has also reached on an error.
It's a really good job by Norris, and Wilson just right past his glove there, kind of on his finish there on the follow-through. Good job by Bush to get over to it and knock it down, and he'd love to get that ground ball again, maybe a little bit softer.
First pitch, swinging, and he was swinging at that one, 0-1.
He's trying to pull a Braden Green.
And that was the lumberjack swing at that one. Take the axe out. Here comes the 0-1. Went right back to the same pitch. This one's up and out of play. And safe. It hit
the power line.
The power line. It's kind of angling towards the ram back there, but it's 0-2. Wilson knows he needs a quick out. Delivers. And that one fouled back over the concession stand, and that's not a good sound. That is a motor vehicle. May I recommend the South Willow Auto Clinic. 0-2, coming here again. Breaking ball misses, and now it's 109 for Wilson. 11 left, and then Wes Shanks has to make a decision. 108. This is 109. Now it's 109 as this one's fouled back again and right into a Ford F-150. But I think it may have hit the actual Ford decal and be okay. That was luck. And this is exactly what you need out of Gage Walker. Running that pitch count up. Here comes 110. Wilson delivers a breaking ball. Fouled off again. What an at-bat for Gage Walker.
Now, this is exactly what you want out of your leadoff batter, and it was a good job by Alec Wilson. Got ahead in the count early on the swing and a miss, and now they're got to get more baseballs in.
So the next one's 111. He's got 10 pitches left, does Alec Wilson, and then we have no clue where Wes Shanks is going to go. The problem with playing a doubleheader on Saturday. Probably looking at the young man in center field as the 1-2 pitch. Fouled back. Let's do it again.
Might not make it out of this AB.
Or rookie Allison. You could go behind the dish.
And bring Carson Holroyd in behind the plate.
This is a great AB, considering the circumstances by Gage Walker. Even if he gets out, it's a great at-bat. 1-2, and that is the 11th. Thompson Machinery and Cat Rental Store strikeout for Alec Wilson. He's still throwing the fastball hard, but it's 112 pitches for the senior. He's got 8 left for Austin Pianchi, and that may be it. Here comes Wes Shanks, and if nothing else, he's going to tell him, you got 8. You got to pound the zone here.
You got to get it. That's exactly what you got to do. You got to get it in the zone. You got to get him to swing at it, and it's got to be good enough to be put in play. Obviously, it was a really good job by Walker there to keep fouling pitches off and out of play, and
that's exactly
drive that pitch count up.
That's exactly what's happening. You're at 112. If you want to get out of here with a complete game, you better put it in the zone and challenge these hitters. The problem is it's the best hitters in the order for Sparta. Pianchi and Smith due up next. The Bees looking for a tailor-made double play to end this game. The bullpen has been inexperienced. The starters, you're talking about 1.4 ERA, 2.6 ERA, 2.6 ERA, 3.8 ERA, and then 11, 16, and 18.
Yeah.
That's why we're talking so much about the bullpen right now.
You could get a couple of strikeouts, but they got to be done on 3 pitches each.
Austin Pianchi in. First pitch swinging, and this one's through for a base hit in the right. Green is to it, and it's another single, the second of the inning, 6th base hit of the game for the Warriors. Runners at first and second, and here comes Wes Shanks, and I believe that's going to do it for Alec Wilson, who wants to stay out there but at 113 pitches, and a huge hitter, Eli Smith at the plate. Talk about a high leverage situation. Rookie Allison going to head to the mound when we come back. Sparta with 2 on, 1 out here in the 7th. Don't go anywhere.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Basketball on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom home located just south of Cookeville. Boasting 2,700 square feet and a 2-car garage, this home features a very open floor plan with hardwood floors. You'll find great custom touches throughout, including a welcoming covered porch. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191 for more information.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality Family of Services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
Welcome back. The White County Warriors have done exactly what they were looking to do, and that is get into the Upperman bullpen. Runners at first and second with 1 out, and rookie Allison, the right-handed senior sidearm thrower, on the mound for the Bees, and there are changes everywhere. Here's what we believe is about to happen. Carson Holroyd moves from center to catcher behind the dish. Carson Shute moves from first to third. Chris Worsing goes from third to second. Alec Wilson from the mound to first, and Collier Bush from second into center field for the Bees. We think.
I think you nailed it.
And it is the best hitter in the order for the White County Warriors. Eli Smith at the plate. He could get within 1 with 1 swing of the bat.
And obviously, rookie Allison coming on. He's been behind the plate all game long, and he's going to have to try to be in the zone here. But you said it, for White County doing exactly what they needed to do. Run Alec Wilson off of there and get a couple of base runners on, and now you've got the Meteor lineup coming up. And a chance to get back into it, just down by 4 runs.
And here's why. Rookie Allison on the season. This is his 4th appearance. His 11.2 ERA, 0-1. In 5 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks, 8 earned runs, 11 total on 9 hits. For Sparta, they were trying to get into the bullpen. You mentioned, what if they put Juju Yano? Nope, it's Juju's ball tomorrow for the Bees, and an opportunity here for Sparta. Rookie Allison, and that sidearm spot, very different from Alec Wilson on the mound. That's what Wes Shanks is banking on. Coach Hensley's banking on his big Eli Smith to send something a long way out of here.
And rookie threw on Saturday 1 2/3, allowed 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts against Riverdale.
It also moves Holroyd out of center behind the dish. He hasn't been catching today. Now he's thrust right in a huge spot as the first pitch misses low to Smith, 1-0. Allison delivers another one. That's a cross for a strike, and this has been 8 for rookie Allison. He got just 4 walks in those 5 innings, so about just under a walk an inning. See how aggressive Smith is, as this one is going to be chopped. Going to be a very tough play. Allison says he has it. The throw to first, bang, bang, in time for out number 2.
What a big play by rookie Allison. Has to quickly get off the mound and make a good throw, and it helps, I think. He's already a sidearm pitcher, so he's already got that arm slot. Goes down to first to get the out in time.
Cole Gentry trying to extend the game here for White County. Go-ahead run is on, or tying run, I should say, is on deck for the Warriors. Gentry today had an RBI single and 2 strikeouts. For Alec Wilson, by the way, 6 1/3 innings, 11 strikeouts. He allowed 6 hits. Not a bad day at all. A great day for him as that one's fouled back. It's 0-1.
Yeah, that's a really tough pitch by rookie Allison as a batter because it's obviously from that sidearm slot, so it's kind of starting at your body, and then it kind of cuts across and gets to the inside part of the plate in on the hands.
0-1 from Allison to Gentry. That had a ton of movement on it, and Sparta's down to their final strike tonight. And Upperman would love a confidence-building outing for rookie Allison out there. He's going to be a key member of their bullpen. Of course, he's been thrust in there against some really good lineups. Gentry trying to extend the game. The 0-2. That one tips off the glove of Holroyd. Runner coming home. The throw to Allison is there, and the tag is in time. Ball game over. Aggressive base running for Sparta. And Holroyd with a throw to Allison. He tagged him on the foot before the foot hit the home plate. And that will do it. Final score, Upperman 5, White County 1.
It was a good job by both rookie Allison and Carson Holroyd because I don't think either of them expected the runner from third to actually try and get home because it just bounced a couple of feet behind Holroyd. And rookie Allison, he was kind of slow off the mound initially and then able to get there quick enough. And he also did a good job of keeping that tag low because we have seen, especially on those plays at the plate, if you don't keep that tag low, sometimes they can slide underneath it. But able to get it down and get that last out of the inning. Great job by rookie Allison coming on in relief. And you could see Alec Wilson not too happy. He had to be pulled, but they gets the win, and they're able to get the win today in district play.
The Bees improved to 3-0 in district play. Sparta falls to 1-2. Alec Wilson improves to 3-1 on the season with the victory. How about 6 hits, 11 strikeouts, 1 walk, 0 earned runs for Alec Wilson. It runs his season total up to 41 strikeouts so far in 26 innings of baseball. Pretty strong for the Carson Newman signing. Rookie Allison comes in and slams the door with 2/3 of an inning of zeros across the board for him. Trent Wilson is pretty good on the mound for Sparta. 7 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 runs, 4 of them earned with 8 hits allowed. Offensively today for White County, hits for Walker, Seal, Pianchi, Gentry, Adams, and Sims. For Upperman today, Braden Green. How about the solo home run, a triple along with it? He had 3 hits, a double away from the cycle this afternoon. Justin Fallon goes 2 for 4. Juju Yano goes 1 for 3, as does Carson Holroyd and Evan Huddleston. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Got a couple of choices today. Jacob, who's it going to?
You know, I don't want to pick a pitcher, but Alec Wilson did a really good job. I think I am going to go Braden Green in this one. I mean, he started it off with the triple to center field, comes on, and in that second at bat, tries to go with the bunt after watching a strike. He's behind 0-2, works it to 3-2, and then cranks it over the right field fence, and obviously able to get the single after that as well. Scored a couple of runs, drove in another run, obviously, with the home run. A great day of hitting. And for Braden Green, who I think that's probably his first time in the leadoff spot here with the varsity squad, at least, doing a great job in setting the tone for this Upperman lineup. A big win, but obviously Alec Wilson, another big reason for them getting the win today. But Braden Green is your Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game.
These two teams dance once again tomorrow night in Baxter. Both of us will be there for all the action from the Hive. Upperman improves to 3-0 in district play. Sparta falls to 1-2. Final score today from Sparta. Upperman 5, White County 1. I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Vincent. To my right, we'll remind you, 8 o'clock, 32 minutes from now, the debut of the Upperman Cinematic Highlight Reel from their state championship victory on Saturday. Goose did it again. You will not want to miss that. Check it out and join us tomorrow for more baseball. Until then, have a great night, everybody.